Welcome to Blood on the Clocktower, a game of lies, trust, deduction, and betrayal. Our story tonight unfolds in a place called Ravenswood Bluff. By day, it is a quiet coastal town, nestled among misty cliffs and crooked cobblestone streets. The church bells toll each morning, fishermen haul in their catch, and children chase each other down narrow alleys. But once night falls, shadows lengthen, lanterns flicker, and whispers of a terrible evil creep through every home. It is said a demon walks among the townsfolk, hiding in plain sight, smiling by the hearth, even as it plots their ruin. Some claim to see the signs in the cracks of windowsills, or in the way the fog refuses to lift. Others dismiss it as superstition. But you, the villagers of Ravenswood Bluff, know better. Tonight you will vote, argue, accuse, and betray. You must find the demon before it slaughters you all. But beware, a minion aids it in secret. Lies may spread like fire, and trust will be the most dangerous weapon of all. Before we begin, let's meet our villagers in today's tale.
Howdy, folks. George W. Bush here. They told me there's a demon in town, and well, I've dealt with worse. Let's round them up.
Theodore Roosevelt. A pleasure, gentlemen. If there's a demon lurking in these shadows, I'll face it as I have every other challenge, with vigor and resolve.
Donald J. Trump, the greatest demon hunter maybe ever. Everybody says so. We're going to find this demon, and when we do, it's going to be huge.
John Kennedy. I believe in courage, in truth, and in action. And I'll not shy away from rooting out evil, no matter the cost.
Hey, Joe Biden here. Listen, folks, we're going to figure this demon thing out. We're going to come together like America. And wait, what was I saying?
Bill Clinton. Now, I may not know everything about demons, but I know how to talk, and sometimes talking is all you need to survive a night in a place like this.
Barack Obama. This game is about trust, and trust is hard to build. But I believe in level heads and steady hands, even when suspicion runs high.
Ronald Reagan. I believe in this town, and I believe in standing together. But evil thrives in shadows, so trust but verify.
8 villagers, each certain of their good intentions, but 2 among them walk with evil in their hearts. And soon, the night will test their resolve. Good night, gentlemen. And with that, I am now muted to our players. They can no longer hear me, nor I them. But you, dear audience, you will know the truth. Let us step through the night together and learn who is who in Ravenswood Bluff. George W. Bush, sitting at 12 o'clock, is the chef. Tonight, he will learn whether evil players sit next to one another in this circle. This ability happens only on the first night of the game, so we'll be looking forward to see what he does with his knowledge. Theodore Roosevelt, to his right, is the washerwoman. Like George, he will receive info only once. At the start, he will learn that one of 2 players is a specific townsfolk. His job is to clear suspicion, or perhaps unintentionally, to cause more chaos. Donald Trump is the fortune teller. Each night, he may choose 2 players to learn if one is the demon. It's important to know, however, that one of these innocent townsfolk may also register as the demon, his very own red herring. John F. Kennedy holds the role of the Undertaker. Each time the village executes a player, he'll learn their true role. In a town full of liars, he will be the one who speaks for the dead. Joe Biden believes he is the empath, but in truth, he is the town's only outsider, the drunk. His information will be a mix of false and true info, though he will never know it. A perfect tool for suspicion and misdirection. Bill Clinton is the demon, the imp itself. By night, he will strike down innocents. By day, he must smile and deceive. It's important to remember that in a last-case scenario, the imp can stab itself in the night, causing its minion to become the new imp. Barack Obama is the monk. Each night, he may choose 1 player to protect from the demon's attack. If chosen wisely, he could save the game for the good team, though he must act carefully to avoid suspicion himself. And finally, Ronald Reagan is the poisoner, the imp's minion. Each night, he may corrupt 1 player's ability, ensuring their information cannot be trusted. A dangerous ally indeed. And so, the circle is complete. 6 villagers of good intent, 1 outsider hopelessly drunk, and 2 who walk in evil's shadow. Let's get Bill in here to give him his bluffs and let him know who his minion is. Welcome in, Bill. How are you feeling? Ready to start stirring up trouble in Ravenswood Bluff?
Well, Ben, I've been accused of a lot of things in my time, but demon, that's a new one. Guess I better not let Hillary find out.
Well, you had better be careful not to let anyone in town find out either. Anyone except for Ronald, that is. He will be your minion this game. Which type is for you to find out. He'll be working with you in secret, but the 2 of you will have to be careful. If the town even suspects collusion, you might be in trouble.
Reagan's my guy, huh? Funny, didn't think I'd see the day me and Ron were on the same side. Hell must have frozen over before the game even started.
Use that to your advantage, Bill. Nobody will expect the two of you to be working together. Now, one more thing to keep your cover. You'll need bluffs. These are roles you can claim that you know are not in play. Tonight, you know that the Slayer, the Mayor, and the Soldier aren't in play. Choose whichever feels the most natural.
Slayer, Mayor, Soldier, huh? Well, Mayor's got a nice ring, sounds official. Makes folks feel safe. Slayer's spicy, but people might expect a big chest-thumping type to claim that. Soldier, useful if I need an excuse for surviving a night. I'll have to think on these some more and pass them on to Ronald during the day, too. Thanks, Ben.
Of course, and good luck. Okay, let's get Ronald in here. Welcome in, Ronald. Excited about your role?
Well, Ben, I'll tell you, I'm pretty excited. Makes it much less worrying, since I'm not the demon itself, just a helper. I think poison will make a big difference in the game.
Well, before you make your pick, I'm going to let you know that Bill is your demon. So maybe avoid poisoning him. Unless, of course, you feel like it, I suppose.
I think we make a pretty good team. We all know how much of a truth stretcher Bill can be. I might as well just let him play solo.
Well, whoever you choose tonight could make a big difference in this game. Who do you want to poison tonight?
Hard to pick in the dark. Best I can do is go with my gut. Whoever's loudest or most likely to point fingers. Makes sense to mess up the info of the town's loudest mouth. All right, I'll poison Donald tonight. If he's talking as much as usual, this should spread some good misinformation.
Donald it is. Thank you. Good night, Ronald. Next up will be our townsfolk, the first of which is Theodore, our washerwoman. He'll be learning that one of two players is a certain townsfolk. Let's get him in here. Welcome in. Ready to learn some information?
Ready as I'll ever be. Ben, lay it on me.
As the washerwoman, you will learn that one of two players is a specific townsfolk. Tonight, your pair is John and Ronald, and the role you're being pointed to is the Undertaker.
Well, now that's something useful. One of John or Ronald is the Undertaker, huh? That narrows it a touch. I'll keep that tucked in my vest and only pull it out when it helps the town best.
Good, remember, you only receive this information once. Use it wisely. Good night. Next up is George, our chef. Welcome in, George. You've drawn the role of the chef. That means tonight you'll receive some information that could be very powerful.
All right, I'm listening. What's cooking?
As the chef, you learn how many pairs of evil players are sitting directly next to one another in the circle. Tonight, the number you learn is 0.
0, huh? Means these varmints are spread out, hiding clever-like. No evil huddling together. Guess I'll have to watch everybody real close.
Remember, you only get this information once, on the very first night. It will not change. Your job is to decide if and when to share it, and how much weight to put on it. Good luck, George.
Appreciate it, Ben.
Next up, we have Joe, our drunk, who believes he is the empath. Lucky for Bill, he'll be receiving incorrect information. Unlucky for the town, however. Joe may not know his info is wacky until it's too late. Good evening, Joe.
Good evening, Ben. I'm all set, pal. Ready to lend a hand to the folks here in town. Just tell me what I gotta do.
As the empath, each night you learn how many of your 2 living neighbors are evil. That means the players sitting directly to your left and right. Tonight, those are John F. Kennedy and Bill Clinton. Your result tonight is 0. Neither of your neighbors appears evil to you.
Thank goodness. I wonder if I should tell them right away or keep it a secret for now. What do you think, Ben?
That choice, Joe, is entirely yours. Sometimes sharing your information early can win the town's trust, especially if it matches what others claim later. But other times, keeping it close to your chest lets you compare notes when the pressure's on, and that can catch a liar off guard. Just remember, whether you reveal it or not, the town will judge you on how you act. Use your result wisely.
Oh man, now I'm kind of nervous.
Good night and good luck, Joe. Before we bring Donald in, we must choose his red herring. This is the innocent player who will always appear evil to him. Tonight, I'll assign that role to Joe. From this point forward, if Donald ever selects Joe in his pair, the result could indicate a demon, even if the real demon is elsewhere. Good evening, Donald. You are this town's fortune teller. Each night, you may choose 2 players to test. I will tell you if one of them is the demon. Remember, this doesn't confirm who it is, just that one may be. Who would you like to test tonight?
I've got the best instincts, folks. Everybody says so. First night, I'm checking my neighbors, Teddy and John. You always start with the people sitting closest. It's just common sense. Tremendous strategy.
Very well. You choose Theodore and John. Your result tonight is yes. One of them is the demon.
Knew it. I knew it. One of these guys is dirty. Gonna be huge when I air out all their business tomorrow.
Use the information as you will. Good night. Donald's elated, and he'll carry that confidence into the day. But remember, Ronald poisoned him this night. That means Donald's result is false. In short, Donald will leave with bad information and a head full of certainty. That's dangerous for the village. We'll have to see what he does with it. And with that, our very first night in Ravenswood Bluff comes to a close. Tomorrow night, more abilities will stir, and some players may never wake again. But for now, dawn breaks, the church bell tolls. Ravenswood Bluff stirs to life. The townsfolk open their shutters, gather in the square, and the hunt begins. Good morning, everyone. You'll have a few minutes to discuss either in the square or private rooms as you wish. I'll call you all back to the town square soon. Good luck.
Well, good morning, folks. Tremendous morning, best one yet. I've got some thoughts already, but maybe I'll keep them close for now. Who wants to chat?
I'd like a word with somebody, but I reckon not in front of the whole town. I don't have much info to share yet, but I'm willing to listen.
Hey, Don, mind if we talk real quick?
You better not waste my time, Joe.
Hey, Donnie, what are you?
What the hell is this? Some kind of interrogation? I don't go around telling everybody my business. Why don't you start, huh?
Oh, sorry. I'm the, what's it called again? The empath. Okay, your turn. No lying, okay?
Yeah, Joe, no way in hell I'm believing the first thing you tell me. Plus, lying is the point of the game, bro. All right, look, Joe, I'll be honest with you, since I think you're a bit too slow to make up a good lie. I have good suspicion that either Teddy or John is the demon, okay? What did you get as the empath? Because you're next to John and Bill, so maybe John is evil.
You can't tell anybody, okay? If I hear anyone in town talking about it, I'll know why. I got a 0 for now. So as far as I know, Bill and John aren't evil.
All right, if we're gonna trust both your and my info, then we need to start looking at Teddy. Maybe we should just call him out when Ben asks us to come back to town.
Well, okay. If you say Teddy, I'll keep this to myself for now. How about we just let Teddy show us his hand first? We don't want you to get killed if he suspects you.
Good. You keep that to yourself, Joe. When we get back in the square, I'll start asking questions. If Teddy gets loud or defensive, you nudge the crowd my way. Don't blurt anything about your 0, though, all right?
You got it, Donnie. If anyone asks, I'll just say I'm not sure yet.
All right, thanks.
Looks like Bush, Barack, and Teddy are having a chat. Let's see what's going on.
That's quite the set of roles you're giving us, George. Makes me want to just have you executed and get it over and done with, to be honest.
Hey, what's wrong with the 3 I told you?
Well, George, if you're the soldier, we can't really prove that unless we have a night without kills. If you're the saint, we can't prove that without voting for you and losing the game. And if you're the chef, we may as well kill you since you only get info once.
Well, I guess that makes sense. I'm probably not the worst kill for town in that case. I'll tell you this, I'm not the saint, all right? If you want to kill me today because I might be the chef, that's fine. If you guys want to kill me tomorrow or some other time, since I may or may not be the soldier, that's fine too, I think.
Well, that's fair enough for me, George. I'll give you guys 3 as well, then. I'll tell you washerwoman, slayer, or empath.
And if you were hypothetically the empath, what would your number be?
If I were hypothetically the empath, George, my number would be a 1.
All right, now, if you were hypothetically the empath, do you think that 1 is pointing towards me or Donnie?
Well, if it's Donald, I have a feeling we won't have a hard time telling, to be honest. If there's one thing we can always be certain of in life, it's that Donald would be very outspoken and find some way to screw himself over.
Let's hope that's the case, then. If, of course, I am hypothetically the empath.
Right, hypothetically, of course.
Looks like we missed a chat between our demon and minion. Let's see how the chat with John, Bill, and Joe is going.
Yeah, Ronald seemed okay to me for the moment. I'll say that I'm not an info-gathering role, so I can only go off socials for now. And how did your conversation with Donald go, Joe?
Oh, it went pretty good, I think. We have some ideas for the moment, but I told him I'd just keep that between us for now. What are you, Bill? You don't gather any information?
Well, I don't think I'm going to say what I am right now. Maybe tomorrow I'll tell you. Joe, how about that? Just don't go talking to Donald about it. We all know how much he likes to make up some stories and run with them.
I'm fine waiting till tomorrow if you want, Bill. Did you tell Bill anything about what you are, John?
Not just yet. I gave him 3 roles that I might be. I can tell you the same.
Sounds good to me.
I told him I could be the Raven Keeper, the Soldier, or the Undertaker. Did Donald claim to be anything along those lines, Joe?
No, none of those. I'll just put you as Raven Keeper for now, John. And don't worry, I won't tell anyone.
Appreciate it, gents. I'm gonna go see who else there is to talk to back in town.
Do you really think he's the Raven Keeper, Joe?
Yeah, I think so. John's a straight shooter. I don't think I want to vote him out for now. He might just be something really strong we want to keep safe.
Don't worry, Joe. Nobody's saying we're voting for him. We'll let him talk, let him prove himself. I'll catch up with you tomorrow and tell you what I am, okay?
All right, thanks, Bill.
Let's see what Ronald is talking about with Barack.
Yeah, I doubt anyone will say what their exact role is on day one. If they do that, I'm just going to assume they're lying right away.
Well, like I said, if I'm the soldier, I'm okay to be killed later in the game if I'm still alive. That way I don't look like the demon. If I'm an outsider, I'm sure that will come to light soon. You'll know if it does for sure.
All right, well, thanks, Ronald.
No problem, thanks.
Seems like Ronald might be bluffing as an outsider. He might need to be careful if bluffing soldier. Lots of people are bluffing it, and they might call him out. Let's go check in on another chat or two before we call everyone back to town.
And why are you telling only me this stuff?
I'm probably going to let myself get executed today, Donald. So I want someone to have my information beforehand just in case.
Okay, but what's the point in killing you if you're supposedly good? Is this some kind of double fake out or something?
Not a fake out, Donnie. In case we have someone that can confirm what I am after I die, then we can confirm if we have an Undertaker or not.
Undertaker? Hold on a second.
The Undertaker checks the rolls of people executed during the day. Then we can confirm 2 people at once.
So you want me to vote you out?
Yeah, you can just say that I'm a good nomination. And tomorrow we can share the chef info I told you about. I'll be honest, I'm taking a gamble. But I'm going to trust you, Donnie.
Well, you're good in my books if you want to trust me. And you said you got a 0, yeah?
That's right. Big old goose egg.
Welcome back to town, everyone. Nominations are open if you all wish to execute someone, but you also have some time to talk.
I suppose I can get our conversation started. I told some of you what my role might be, but I've got no problem telling all of you just so we can get things started. I'm the washerwoman. I'm not going to say who I saw just yet, or what role, but I'll say within a day or so.
All right, but why not say it now, Teddy? If you're really the washerwoman, you've got nothing to lose by being open, unless, of course, you're hiding something.
Well, for what it's worth, I don't mind Teddy keeping his cards close for now. It might be better for him to do that so he can confirm someone later on.
Yeah, that's a load of crap. Teddy might have first night info, but so do I. And my info tells me you're evil.
Then your info is either wrong, or you're lying, Donald. Sorry to say.
Easy, both of you. We don't gain anything from a rush to judgment. If Teddy has something that can help out the town later, forcing it out now could screw us over.
I'm going to nominate Teddy, Ben.
Here we go already.
All right, Joe. Tell us why you're nominating Teddy.
Well, I like Teddy. He has a nice mustache, but I think he's probably a bad guy. I don't know if he's telling the truth or not, but I've heard he might be evil, and if he's just the washerwoman, it's not a huge loss if he dies.
Smartest thing Joe said all game. I'm telling you, boys, I've got info too, and it lines up perfectly. Teddy's the demon. We vote him out now, we win early. Easy clap.
Sorry, Teddy.
All right, your defense?
I'm definitely not the demon, so I'm fine to be executed. However, by getting rid of me, we'll be taking a good vote off the board early.
I'm a first night roll as well, Teddy. I'm also fine to be executed. But if there's suspicion on you, it might be better to do this.
Okay, guys, we'll begin the vote for execution on Teddy. Beginning with Donald. There will only be a second or two between players, so you will have to be quick when voting. 4 votes needed. All right, that is 3 votes, which is not enough. Teddy is safe for today. Any further nominations?
Yeah, I'll nominate Joe.
What? Why me, Barack?
Donald and Joe are doing something weird. I don't know what info they have yet since nobody is sharing much yet, which is understandable, but I don't trust them.
Your defense, Joe?
I'm a good guy. Don't kill me, please. Donald and I have information, I promise. Can I just tell them, Donald?
You better not, Joe.
All right, we'll begin the vote for Joe, starting with Bill. That's 2 votes. Not enough. Any further nominations? I'll be ending the day in 10 seconds.
Well, I think we should have someone executed today in case we have an undertaker. I'll nominate George.
Fair enough.
Okay, John, go ahead and tell us why you're nominating George.
Like I said, we should have someone executed just in case, and George said he's fine to die since he's a first-night roll.
George?
No defense. But why didn't you vote on Teddy then, John?
He sounds pretty truthful, so I felt like we have better odds of him being good, rather than you. I don't know what info those 2 have on him, but I kinda don't trust at least one of them.
Okay, we'll begin the vote on George, starting with Teddy. Okay, that's 4 votes. Just enough to put George onto the block. Any last nominations? Day comes to an end in 3, 2, 1. George is executed and dies. Good night, everyone. 1 day down, and a pretty good execution for the good team. Let's get Ronald in here and see who he's poisoning next. Good evening, Ronald. Another night, another opportunity to stir up some trouble. Who's it gonna be?
Well, I'm almost certain that Donald thinks that Teddy is evil based on whatever info he got yesterday. I'll stick with poisoning him again since it worked pretty well. Maybe tomorrow night I'll change it up.
Donald, it is. Thank you. A pretty good choice. Let's get Barack in here to see who he wants to keep safe. You survived the first day, and now you get to protect someone, Barack. Who do you have in mind?
I was thinking Teddy, but I think that the evil players will want to frame either him or Donald for the moment. John's role sounded kind of important, so I'll go with him.
John will be safe from the demon tonight. Thanks, Barack. Let's get Bill in here. Who do you have in mind, Bill?
Well, Ben, this isn't easy. John's a good man, but he's already gaining too much quiet trust. He's dangerous in the long game. Ronald told me he poisoned Donnie night 1, and judging by how Donald is gunning hard for Teddy, he must have seen him as evil. I'm guessing that Ronald poisoned him again, so I'll leave him be for now. It's gotta be John.
So you spoke with Ronald?
Yeah, we got a moment to chat. I know he's the poisoner, and I gave him the bluffs. I decided on Mayor, and I think he chose to go with Recluse for the time being.
Sounds good. Your choice tonight is John. Good night. Very unlucky for Bill, but a great choice from Barack. Looks like we'll be having no kills tonight, which means that John will be able to learn his info now. First, though, we have Joe. He'll be getting the same info as last night. Hi, Joe. Tonight you get the same info as last night. None of your neighbors are evil.
All right, thanks, Ben.
Next up is Donald, who will be getting some more poisoned info. Pick 2 players for me, Donald.
Total bullshit that we didn't kill Teddy. I told him he was evil. I'll check him and Ronald this time.
You choose Teddy and Ronald, and learn that yes, one of them is the demon. Good night.
Fucking knew it.
This could be very bad for the town if they don't figure out soon that Donald is being poisoned. With Ronald bluffing as the recluse, he'll have a reason to ping as evil, which is a decent bluff if Bill chooses to pass the demon hood onto him. Next, though, is John. Good evening, John.
How's it going, Ben? I take it I'm not dead?
Correct. Taking care of your usual job as the Undertaker, you begin to bury the body of George. As you do, you find a hat stuffed into the side of his pants. A large chef hat.
Okay, so George is the chef. Thanks, Ben.
Of course. Good night. Very useful info. John can confirm what George is, and no deaths will somewhat confirm that Barack is truly the monk. Everyone, wake up. You stretch your arms, blink against the morning light, and step out into the town square. The air is still. Too still. You look around for new faces or missing ones, but this morning, there is nobody. To the surprise of all of you, it seems everyone had a nice rest. You'll have some time again to talk, though not as long as yesterday. Good luck.
How the hell did nobody die?
Can we talk, George?
Yeah, sure.
There's only a few ways someone can live, I think, Donald.
Hey, so what's going on?
I'm the undertaker, and I saw you last night. Are you the chef?
Yeah, that's right. I got a 0. So, the demon and minion aren't sitting near each other.
Huh. That's actually interesting. I was expecting a 1. I'm glad I was correct, though, with my information.
I mean, I could be poisoned or drunk, but I think my 0 is more likely. I trust you now, because I only told Donald that I was the chef. You would have had to guess I was the chef, which I doubt you'd do.
Yeah, I wouldn't risk that. What did you make of Donald accusing Teddy so much yesterday? Did he tell you his role?
No, I'm hoping he will today, though. If not, we may need to vote him out.
I might talk to Joe then. He seemed pretty uneasy about helping Donald out when I talked with him and Bill yesterday.
All right, I'll talk with you later.
All right, thanks.
That's some really good confirmation between town. Bill and Ronald are going to have to be very careful now that there is a confirmed chef with a 0 dead. Speaking of which, Ronald and Bill have snuck off for a little chat.
I think the only one that might have claimed to be a monk in the roles they told me was Barack. It can't be Donald. I've been poisoning him.
All right, sounds good. Make sure to switch it up tonight. Do you want to poison Barack?
Why don't you just kill him? And I'll poison maybe John. I wasn't sure about it last night, but since he just asked to speak with George, I'm almost certain he's the Undertaker. Probably why he wanted a death so bad yesterday.
Not a bad idea. I haven't claimed mayor yet, but claiming soldier now would be too obvious. I also could pass to you if need be.
Okay, yeah, get Barack tonight, and I'll poison John. And I would just stick with mayor if I were you.
Do you have anything on Joe?
Not really, but I'm not too worried about him for the moment. He'll probably slip up soon and say something.
Just stick to claiming recluse in case I pass to you.
Got it, thanks.
Thanks.
Bill's aiming for Barack tonight. Ronald's going after John. They've got some pretty good bluffs for the moment, but we'll have to see if the chef info and washerwoman info leads to their plan falling apart. Time to call them back to town. Welcome back, everyone. Nominations are open, but you have some time to discuss again.
Well, I'll say it again. I think Teddy's evil.
Here we go again.
Donald, you've accused me since day 1. Maybe try focusing on someone else for once. We need to start providing info, so I'll go ahead and out it now. I saw Ronald and John in my washerwoman pings. One of them is the Undertaker.
Well, that actually checks out. I am the Undertaker.
Oh, sure, yeah, that's convenient. The minute someone gives you the chance, you just happen to fit their story.
Donald, I confirmed George's death last night. That's real info.
It's true, Donald. Unless John got a lucky guess, he's the Undertaker. And for everyone's info, my chef number was a 0.
Okay, so someone here is drunk or lying.
Or poisoned.
Yeah, I think we might have a poisoner, and my guess is you're the one that's being fucked with, Donald.
Me? Yeah, right. I got an evil ping on Teddy 2 nights in a row.
Maybe we should just tell them about our info too, Donald.
What? Why?
Because if they think you're poisoned, they're going to start ignoring everything you've said. If we both share, it might make us look more trustworthy.
Yeah, I'm never trusting you with anything again, Joe.
I'm not telling them your info, Donald, just mine. I'm the empath and I got a 0 twice.
Okay, yeah. I definitely think that one of you or Donald is poisoned.
Tell them, Donald. I think my info is okay. It must be you being poisoned.
Fuck's sake, fine. I got a yes as the fortune teller both nights. First on John and Teddy, and then on Ronald and Teddy.
I think your evil ping on me might be because I'm the recluse, Donald. I mentioned it kinda to one player, but that's all.
Ben told us the game has one outsider, so it could just be Ronald.
Yeah, either he is evil, and we have an outsider not coming out, or he is legit.
Yeah, I haven't heard any outsider claims so far, just me.
So you're saying you're the recluse and I'm poisoned. That's awfully convenient timing, Ronald.
Apparently all of this is convenient. According to you, Donald. The truth is that I'm the recluse, unless you think we have a drunk somewhere. I can't really place it, though. Joe's info seems okay, and so does Teddy's and John's. The only one we can't really confirm is Bush.
If Ronald really is the recluse, that technically can register as evil to the fortune teller. That's how the role works.
Oh, don't tell me you're buying this.
I'd like to nominate Donald.
What the fuck?
All right, Barack nominates Donald. Tell us why.
At this point, Donald, there's a few things that could be going on here. Number one, you're just the demon and being very quick to point blame.
Which is not something I would do.
Cap.
Or number two, you're an outed fortune teller in a game where we think there's a poisoner. First case, we just win. Second case, we take you off the board before you spread more misinformation.
Donald?
Or number three, I'm correct, and Teddy is just evil.
I told you guys my pings, Donald.
Load of crap. I'll bet 100 grand on Teddy being evil and just figuring out that John is the Undertaker in order to lie.
Okay, we'll begin the vote on Donald, beginning with John. 4 votes needed.
Let's not overvote just in case.
Four is exactly enough. Donald is on the block. Any further nominations?
I'll nominate Teddy.
Anything else to add, Donald?
I've said all I can. You all need to be looking at him, John and Ronald.
Teddy?
I think out of the 3 pings you have, Donald, the most likely is Ronald. I'm confirming John, who is confirming George.
4 votes will tie, and nobody will be executed. 5 votes will place Teddy on the block. Two votes isn't enough. I'm ending the day in 10 seconds.
I'd like to nominate Bill.
Okay, Joe nominates Bill. Tell us why.
I don't know, man. My empath info says both my neighbors are good and Bill's one of them. I feel like Donald is good. Maybe I'm just the poisoned one. You never told me your role, Bill. You said you would today.
Yeah, sorry about that, Joe. I got no problem telling the town if we all want to give our info. I'm the mayor, and I only claimed it to Ronald on day 1. Unfortunately, he's the recluse, so that doesn't look too good on me.
It's just a gut feeling. I don't know. Sorry, Bill.
No worries, Joe.
I no longer hate you, Joe. I think that you've been poisoned twice, not me.
Well, that's reassuring. The guy on the block wants to vote on me.
4 to tie, 5 to die. Three votes is not enough. Bill is safe for today. Day will end in 5. Okay. The day comes to a close, and Donald is executed and dies.
Bullshit.
2 good players down. Let's wake up Ronald, who I assume is poisoning John. Who would you like to poison tonight, Ronald?
I'll stick with John like Bill, and I decided. He's the only one with confirmed info right now. If he lives, he'll keep clearing people, and that's no good for us.
You've chosen John. Thank you, Ronald. Next up is Barack. Who would you like to protect tonight, Barack?
John again. I know he's been targeted, and I can't risk losing him. Hopefully the evil players haven't figured out my role yet.
You protect John. Thank you. Bill, who would you like to attack tonight?
Ronald should be poisoning John tonight, so I should be okay there. I'll kill Barack. If he's the monk, and I think he is, he's been protecting the Undertaker. I'll leave Joe alive, since I think he must just be the drunk. His empath numbers are way off.
You've chosen Barack. Thank you, Bill. A great choice from Bill. If Barack was left alive, it would have caused a lot of issues for the evil team, and the worlds are already narrowing. Hey Joe, you once again learned that neither of your neighbors are evil.
Oh man, I'm really starting to doubt my information now. Maybe Donald's evil ping was on John, not Teddy.
Last for tonight is John. We'll tell him that Donald was a minion since he is poisoned. Hello, John.
How in the world am I still alive?
You begin to bury the body of Donald tonight. And as you do, you find multiple vials tucked in his bag. Vials of poison.
Damn it. Part of me believes he was evil, but part of me just thinks I'm the poison one now. Thanks, Ben.
Good night. The sun rises over Ravenswood Bluff. The town stirs, weary, anxious, and short one more friend. Barack Obama is dead.
Oh man, not Barack.
Damn it. I had a feeling they might have figured me out.
What were you, Barack?
I was the monk. I protected you the night we had no deaths, John.
And nobody else is claiming a role that would lead to no deaths on the other night?
Don't think so.
They probably realized who I was from that no death night. I didn't want to out myself too early. Figured I could keep John alive as long as possible.
You did great, Barack. You bought us another day, which is really valuable.
So do we know who the demon is now?
My info hasn't made sense since night one. Maybe Donald really was good, and I'm the drunk.
Well, both of Donald's pings had me in them. How do we explain that?
Yeah, I'm not sure we can trust any of that now. I was told last night that Donald was the poisoner.
What the fuck, John? Okay, this guy's evil.
Chill out, Donald. Maybe he is just poison. I'm not too sure if we've actually killed an evil player yet.
In that case, we need to start killing into either Ronald or Teddy, I think.
John is cleared in my mind. Barack seems to be the only one that is claiming a protection role. And Joe might just be the drunk if we don't trust his info. For me, that leaves either Bill, who's claiming mayor, Ronald, who's claiming recluse, and Teddy, who's claiming washerwoman.
Nominations are open.
I'll start. I nominate Bill.
Okay, Joe nominates Bill. Tell us why.
Look, I know I might be the drunk, but I've been getting zeros all game, and I'm sitting next to Bill and John. If I am drunk, it means my info's wrong, which means one of them might be evil, and Bill seems more likely than John.
You know, Joe, I've listened to you doubt your info, but you gotta understand, from my point of view, your info seems right. My assumption is that Donald was the poisoner, and either Ronald or Teddy is the demon. I can't say which one, though.
Remember, those who are dead only have one ghost vote. After you use it, you won't be able to do so again.
I'll be honest. I don't know what to think. Bill's claim seems okay, but it's also a really safe demon bluff.
Voting for Bill, beginning with Barack. 3 votes needed. That's 3 exactly. Bill is on the block. Any further nominations?
I don't know if Barack's death could be due to my ability of bouncing a kill off me. I know it probably doesn't look too good, but my honest thinking is that Teddy or Ronald is evil. Unless Joe is just playing really well as a fake empath.
I was kind of thinking about that. Joe has been saying he thinks he's drunk, but Ronald is already claiming to be an outsider.
One of these two is definitely lying. I think we should kill into one of them rather than Bill for today at least.
Can I nominate Ronald then?
All right, John nominates Ronald.
Ronald's claim doesn't make sense anymore. If he's really the recluse, fine. But his timing and the way he's been talking sound more like someone who's trying to look harmless. And if he's the demon, we can't afford to let him get to final 3. I've been thinking that Joe really is just the drunk, and he's our outsider, not Ronald. In my eyes, if we kill him, we kill someone who is evil. So either we win the game, remove a demon candidate for tomorrow, or remove a minion.
Ronald, your defense?
I mentioned to Barack that I could possibly be an outsider on day 1. I get why I'm a demon candidate, but I think we have the demon on the block. Kill me tomorrow if need be.
I'll be voting on this.
All right. 3 votes to tie, 4 to execute. Beginning with George.
Can you vote with us, Joe?
Are we sure?
That's a ghost vote used by Donald.
We really need to save our ghost votes, Donald.
Well, Joe wasn't deciding, so I did it for him.
4 votes is enough to take Bill off the block, and now Ronald is marked for execution. Any more nominations?
Donald used his ghost vote. It's best we just keep it where it is now.
The day comes to a close, and Ronald is executed. And the game continues.
Damn it, Ben, don't do that to us.
Time to get what is most likely Bill's final kill of the game, unless he convinces the town to go for the mayor win. Who would you like to attack tonight, Bill?
I'll kill John. He's been the Undertaker this whole time, and now that Ronald's gone, he's the only one who can still confirm info. If I leave him alive, town's got another clear read tomorrow, and I'm done for. Hopefully Joe's drunk info put enough sus onto himself, and Ronald can really convince everyone that he is the only outsider.
You've chosen John. Thank you, Bill, and good luck. Next up will be Joe, and that's all since John is dying tonight. He'll be learning a 1 since he knows that at least one of them is evil. Giving him a 2 will just confirm he is drunk. Okay, Joe, you check your neighbors once again. And tonight, you sense one evil among them.
I guess that makes sense. I still have no clue, though. I think I'm leaning towards Bill. Thanks, Ben.
Good luck, Joe. A not-so-good morning to you all, especially for John, who has died in the night. This is your final 3. Nominations are open, but you will have time to talk still.
Well, it's not me. I've said since day 2 that John was good. I'm the washerwoman. I saw John and Ronald in my ping, and I was right.
You could have pieced that together and just made up your info, though, Teddy. I think most of us figured out that John was the Undertaker, so you saying he is doesn't make your case any better. Plus, if you were just the washerwoman, Teddy, you should have just let us kill you on day 1 in order to close out this possibility.
That's not how I wanted to play. I value my life. Also, think about motive. If I was evil, I'd have lied to protect my team, not confirm the Undertaker. It makes no sense for me.
All right, let's go over everything we actually know because there's been a lot of yelling and not enough ledgering. I'll keep it short and factual. I was the chef. I got a 0. That means the demon and minion were not sitting next to each other. My info doesn't seem to be poisoned, since we think Donnie was poisoned on night 1. Also, I'm confirmed by the Undertaker, who was killed at night. You said your pings for washerwoman were John and Ronald, right, Teddy?
That's right. And that one of them was the Undertaker.
Okay, and if we're believing Teddy, which I know is debatable, he couldn't have been poisoned either. It does make sense, though, to have a strong ping, like the Undertaker, be on someone like Ronald. As far as we know, he is either an outsider or a minion. And you protected John on the only night we had no kills. Barack?
Correct. It's possible that the demon just attacked your dead body to fake being soldier, but nobody claimed it, so I think that confirms me. I was also killed the next night, so the demon knew I protected him, which makes me think it wasn't a mayor bounce from Bill.
And can you confirm who you checked, Donald?
I checked John and Teddy night 1, and then Ronald and Teddy night 2. I got evil both nights, and then you fuckers killed me.
So we're in agreement that Donald was probably poisoned at least one of those nights.
Yeah, I think either he is just lying and is the minion that you saw, John, or he was poisoned at least one night. If he's the drunk, that'll disprove Ronald being the recluse, but we all think Joe is the drunk.
Well, I got a 1 last night, guys.
That was obviously going to happen, though, Joe. From my view, you're the drunk who started next to the demon. But since you're drunk, Ben only told you a 1 now, in order to implicate me.
I still think Joe is faking this entire drunk thing, considering I know I'm the recluse. I believe that Donald was the real poisoner, and Joe is the demon. You got correct info on him, John, and Donald was just making up crap in order to get us all sus of Teddy or myself.
Second call for nominations.
Yeah, no shot, Ronald. Joe is drunk off his ass, probably. And John got killed to hide the fact that you're lying.
I mean, John was the only sensible kill last night. He's the only one like hard confirmed other than maybe me.
I'm stuck between voting for Joe and Bill here. I think Teddy must be good, since he's either being framed by Donald and Joe or Bill.
I'm going to nominate Bill, Ben.
All right, Joe nominates Bill. Tell us why.
Let's face it, I've been getting 0s the entire game and only got a 1 on this final day. It makes me think that Ben only told me that in order to make Teddy look sus, but it's hard to say, I guess. It doesn't help that the only person he told in private about being the mayor was Ronald, who I think has to be evil since I'm certain I'm the drunk.
Never seen Joe so coherent.
Bill, your defense?
Look, come on. You know me, Joe. I get it's pretty risky of me to tell only one person I'm the mayor in private chats, but that was so someone could hard claim that I did early on and didn't switch up my stories. I think Ronald is evil in most worlds, but I think my current world has Teddy as being evil. It's totally possible. Donnie is the drunk, and your info is just good. Don't switch up with how you were playing. We can get a mayor win on our very first recorded game.
Time to begin the vote. Only 2 votes needed to put Bill on the block. Donald has already used his ghost vote, so you have 4 remaining. Okay, 4 votes is enough. Bill is on the block. Any more nominations?
I'll nominate Teddy. Donald's info was drunk. He was the fortune teller, and Ben gave him yes on night 2 to make Ronald look like the demon, not the recluse. And Teddy's been banking on using Donald being drunk to his advantage in order to claim that he is safe, since we aren't trusting Donald's info.
Oh, come on. Ben wouldn't have told me a yes on night 1 if I picked Teddy and John, since John is confirmed good. You just cooked yourself, bro. Bill is for sure evil now.
Well said, Donald. We all know it's you now, Bill. Every time something lines up, you twist it. You've been deflecting all game. Don't vote on this one, boys.
All right, votes for Teddy. You need 3 to tie it and 4 to put him on the block instead. That's 2 votes. Teddy is safe. Do you wish to nominate Joe, Teddy?
I think we have the demon on the block, gentlemen. Ronald's vote suggests so.
In that case, Bill is executed and dies. And I would like to congratulate the good team.
Woohoo!
Thank God.
Ah, damn it.
Ah, you got me. That was a close one.
I can't believe I actually survived to Final 3. I thought you were gonna go for me at the end, Bill.
I almost did. I figured if I framed you hard enough, Joe might have second-guessed himself. Honestly, Joe, that one saved the game.
Yeah, I think I might have crapped myself. I was so nervous. Ben, was I really the drunk?
You were. Every single 0 you got was meaningless until the very last night when I was forced to tell you a 1. Let's go over the game. Starting with George, our chef. You learned a correct 0. The evil team was not sitting together. Next is Teddy, our washerwoman. Your info was also correct, as you discovered. We'll come to your pings in a moment. Next is Donald, who was poisoned for the first 2 nights of the game before he was executed. I told him a yes both nights, even though he didn't hit the real demon or his red herring, Joe. Next, we have John, the correct Undertaker ping from Teddy. He learned correctly that George was the chef, but then incorrectly that Donald was the poisoner, since John was being poisoned. Joe, as you all put together, was the real drunk. Bill instantly put it together after learning Joe's number, since Bill was of course the demon. Barack was the monk who protected John both nights he could, and stopped 1 kill before Bill realized what was going on. And lastly, Ronald was the poisoner. He picked Donald twice, and then John so that Bill could safely kill Barack.
Sorry about that, Donnie.
And that was our game of Blood on the Clocktower with the Trouble Brewing script.
Wow, that was so much fun, Ben.
Seriously, thanks for hosting, Ben. And great job to you, Ronald and Bill. That was pretty scary towards the end there.
Scary? I was sweating bullets. I thought Joe was going to drunk logic me into a win somehow.
I'm definitely down to play this again sometime, guys. Maybe with even more people if possible.
Let us know if you'd all like to see some more Blood on the Clocktower content, guys. There's plenty more scripts to play with, and lots more potential guests, so leave some suggestions, and of course, thank you for watching.